In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B-Up's on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Do the sweat,
it can't be done.
Right there. Him.
I've been chasing these dreams, falling down my team. I make bread while I sleep. I don't stress, I just breathe. Being broke ain't my thing. I've been chasing these dreams.
What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You're watching Sports Talk. We'll be watched. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Do me a favor as you come in, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification bell to let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Once again, I want to say hello to the #1 chat family on YouTube. What's going on, chat? You're #1. I appreciate you for being active in the comment section. Tonight, we're getting ready to talk about Shedeur Sanders. Was it really a quarterback competition at the Cleveland Browns? I got JR Boxing and Unc Steve tonight, but I see JR Boxing already backstage. Waiting on Uncle Steve. Haven't seen him yet, but hey, we're gonna go on with the show anyway. But anyway, that's some strange things are going on up there in Cleveland. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the answer. Maybe JR and Uncle Steve know the answer. I don't. Only thing I know is Shedeur has outperformed every quarterback in that quarterback room so far. He just has. So, getting ready to bring JR Boxing up. We're going to have a discussion. And in the chat, y'all do what y'all do. JR Boxing is in the building.
You watch my dog. What's happening?
What's up, bro? Man, what's really going on out there in the street?
Man, I can't call it, man.
Hey, bro. I just want to say, man, hey, you were right. You and Uncle Steve were right. I was wrong. You know, I'm gonna give y'all flowers. Y'all called this thing out before it even started. So I said, dog, why I'm the only one keep talking about he's gonna be QB1? When they said, nah, be what? JR said, no, that ain't the way the NFL rolls, big dog. I said, what? Got to remember, be what? They ain't for 32 on them. It ain't like a 32,000. It's just 32 on them.
32.
I said, yeah, it looks like you might be right. I hate to say it, but hey, you were right. But JR. No, I don't hate to say it. But listen to this though, big dog. He outperformed all of them. He outperformed all of them through training camp. He outperformed all of them through OTAs. He outperformed Dylan Gabriel in rookie minicamp. I don't know what they were grading or what they were looking at when they were grading. I don't know what went on inside the building, behind the scenes, or nothing like that. But far as football, from what my eyes seen, Shedeur Sanders outperformed Joe Flacco. He outperformed Joe Flacco. I don't care what nobody says. He outperformed Joe Flacco. He just did to me. But I'm gonna see what the chat say, and then we're gonna get into it. I see Steve I'm popped up backstage. Uh Want to say hello to the chat before I get started. There's a lot of y'all. If I skip your name, I don't mean to. I know I only have an hour to do the show, but y'all still. I just want y'all to know y'all the number one chat out there. All right. Miss Kimberly Nash Williams is in the building. Queen Brantley, I love CC. I see you. FP, what's going on? Coach G is in the building. Maine 94, DJ H. Who else we got in here? Country Boy, Miss Harris, I see you. RD, what's going on? Benzo, what's going on? Sabrina Blankenship, OFB. TMFB is in here. MSD, what's going on? Miss Bright is here. Kenny Wilson, what's going on? You all right? Appreciate your night. Van 767. Val C. SB, what's going on? Miss Pat, playing for Birdie. Benson Jackson, what's going on? Elijah Watson, Jeffrey, I see y'all, man. Miss Kimberly Wise William, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Dollar Bill, I see you. Echo the Media, I see you. I see you. Y'all the number one. Miss Diane Brown, I see you. Cynthia Catcher, I see you. Y'all the best. Y'all are the best. Miss Robinson, what's going on? How you feeling? Miss Yates, what's going on? Jeanette Fox, what's up? I see you. Stacey Davis, what's going on? Appreciate y'all tonight. Appreciate Elijah Watson. TC, what's going on? LaFrance George, what's up? How you feeling? Appreciate you. Week, I see you. Reverend Nelson is in the building, family. Yes, sir. JR Boxing is down there. Zipper Jones, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Dollar Bill is in the building. All right, JR. Once again, like I was saying, JR, he didn't get no rep today. They say he's still nursing the injury. They're gonna monitor the situation and see how he do tomorrow. You think he's still injured with that strange muscle in his side and in his stomach? What's your thought on this
Yeah.
situation?
I mean, without them really giving a full like medical breakdown of how severe the oblique strain is, who knows? Because typically that's information, teams will put out or something like that. They just say he had an oblique strain. They didn't say the severity of it or anything like that. But with a standard strain, I mean, look, it could take the body 3 to 4 weeks to heal. More specifically in that oblique area because the muscle fibers they're very fine. It's a small area. You got small areas of intercostal space in between your ribs, and the fibers of the muscles are intertwined in between there. So with any other strain, you can kind of massage it out, you can rehab it, but with an oblique, the only like rehabilitation you can do is rest. So I'm not surprised they, didn't have him, throw. It's preseason, so that's a good thing in my opinion. Because if you forcing him out there to throw, then that means he's still fighting for a job. And so he ain't fighting for a job. His spot to me is solidified. But if you were to put him out there and have him still like playing, or the player decides to still go out there and play, it's because they fighting for a job and they got a pretty good inclination that they're not gonna make the team. So
Wow. I mean, he dressed out today, though, beat out. He dressed out.
yeah, I mean that's a part of it. You go through it, you dress out, you go through warm-ups just to see how you feel. And then they reevaluate the players right before they get into, the ones and things like that, into those scripted things with their position coaches, just to be like, all right, what's your workload? What you looking like? What can you do? And it's like, yeah. Now they evaluated me again, and it's still a little tight, still a little tender, or whatever like that. And then you just kind of, put off to the side. But yeah, they're gonna have you dress out. You're gonna have to do
Okay.
that.
Okay. I love CC said we always going to have to do it back. The enemy has no power. Yeah, she right about that. Okay, JR, let's talk about this right here, then. All right.
Hold on, you
Yeah,
said Uncle Steve was back there? I don't know if he's still in the back. In the back.
yeah, he back there. He just ain't
Oh,
he ain't clicked on yet. I got him already on. He just
gotcha.
actually he probably setting up or just getting home or something. But check this out.
Okay.
All right. When you look at them naming your boy who you said was gonna be the starting quarterback. Yeah.
Talking about why you got to be my boy?
I
Hold on,
mean, hey,
man.
that's who you were promoting all the time. So hey, you better hold up good.
Oh man,
Yeah,
here
Joe Flacco. Give me your thoughts on naming Joe Flacco the starting quarterback over Shedeur Sanders and the rest of the quarterback room. Want to thank Coach G for being a member for a month. Unbelievable. Go ahead, my dog.
yeah. Look, to say the least, man. There's no knock on Shador or anything like that, but it's more of an indictment on the Cleveland Browns. That's the direction they was gonna go. They was looking for experience, and they found it in Joe Flacco on the couch. So they called him up. He made himself readily available. He came in. I mean, B Watch, you was on to something when you said they wanted Kenny Pickett to
They
be the
do.
starter
They
because
still do.
the way I look at it, they brought Joe Flacco in knowing that, all right, he probably not going to get through an NFL season. So let me bring in Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett had the best chance to dethrone Joe Flacco. No
Right.
matter how great Shador played, no matter how much they value Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett was the only one that had like a true chance to supplant Joe Flacco for the starting position.
True. Yeah. That's what they want. That's why they
Yeah.
still got him there. He's
Now,
still
but
on now. He's still number 2 on the depth chart. They waiting for him. He practiced today, and I expect him to play this Saturday. Now, I don't think they're gonna let Shador play this Saturday now.
yeah, I'm with you. I don't think he's gonna play, man. I don't think he's gonna play. Um, I mean, look, if I got any advice for Shador, play for what? I mean, what am I playing for at this point in time? I gave you enough tape to evaluate me. So whatever you need me to work on, you got enough information in that first game to be like, all right, these are things we need you to work on, and these are things you did really great. So I don't. If I'm Shador, I'm cool. Yeah, nah, that bleak. I still need to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm good because they ain't gonna cut him. Have you? B Watts, I forgot to send you something. I saw it the other day. My wife actually sent it to me. She had got some message or whatever like that from the Cleveland Browns team store. NFL Cleveland Brown team shop. Got Shador plastered everywhere. Got NFL shirts of him like this, and
Good job.
him standing all kind of NFL merchandise. So I was
Wow.
like, man, this is some type of scam or something like that. She said, no, it's on NFL, NFL.com. Go to Cleveland Browns. It's
Oh
all
yeah, I
up
think
there.
that they selling his jersey. They
Yeah,
got his
selling the
jersey up there.
jersey,
Here it is right
selling,
here. There it
yeah,
is right there.
selling his
They selling his
jerseys,
jersey.
selling regular shirts and all yeah, all that stuff. So to me, I'm like, all right, from a marketing standpoint, you're not putting that much behind a player that you plan on putting out to pasture. So they're gonna keep him on the roster. They using his name, image, and likeness to their benefit, which is crazy. But I mean,
Yep.
you're an NFL employee at this point, so the Browns got your rights. They can do that.
Yeah, they use him as a cash cow. They sure is.
Yep.
And man, it's so man, that's a low down dirty game. That you
Yep.
ain't playing, you fourth on the depth chart. They don't dress no 4 players out for no game.
For no
They don't
game.
dress for they don't dress for 2.
You know what's gonna be the crazy thing is we're gonna go into the regular season. I'm not shocked, or I will not be shocked if Shador don't even dress out the first few games.
Yeah.
Like he gonna
Yeah.
travel and all that stuff,
You
but they ain't gonna
cannot
have him in
they
no
don't let you
pads.
travel, JR, from what I heard.
No, they can. Now it's up to the team. The team can allow you to travel. That's up to the team. So I'm
God.
thinking they gonna allow him to travel, because you're still going through, the motions of game plan and the walkthroughs the night before and all of that stuff with that actual team. So I think they still allow him to do that, but when we see that, whatever, NFL on Fox or CBS or Amazon Prime, but there's so many different platforms they streaming games on or showing the games on now.
Right.
You gonna see him standing out there. He gonna have that Browns, windbreaker jacket on with a hat and just, standing over there by the QB coach and like that's crazy to me. But that's what they're gonna do, dog.
All right. Let me ask you this. Man, do you think Shedeur and Coach Prime know what's going on?
Yeah. Look, Coach Prime said all the time, hey, he old school, he ain't an old fool. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He done been there. He been there, done that. So he understands the walks of all of the players. Remember, this is the same man in Coach Prime that fought for the QB coach to get in the Super Bowl game, Bill Musgrave, to say, dog, we got to get Bill in there so he can say he at least walked on the field during actual game time. So Coach Prime understand that, man. He know it's nothing that we can reintroduce to Coach Prime about the NFL business that he couldn't quickly decipher. So that game is being spoken to Shedeur. It's been instructed to Shedeur for years on end. And now it's just about the mental. Because sitting on the sideline, Shedeur not accustomed to that.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
know.
not being able to, be a part of the game plan for the week. He not accustomed to that. So now those are things you gotta, all right, hey, I still gotta work as though I'm the number one guy. Let me get myself better in whatever situation I need to get myself better in. Let me still value every single rep I get in practice. Because now it's gonna be few and far in between now that they go to the regular season. Let me value every rep because that's paramount. That's important.
Man, well, check this out then. Man, I hate to say that, but I got to say it. It's on my mind, it's on my heart. Because it ain't got nothing to do with the field.
Hmm.
You think those owners still holding Shedeur accountable for what Coach Prime was saying before pre-draft and the things that he was saying about
Yeah.
he didn't want them to go to Cleveland. And that's the only thing me and my neighbor could think of, man. He
Yeah.
don't did everything, outperform everybody else. I'm sure Coach Prime, he got a voice that carries weight. And if I heard it, they heard it. I just think the NFL still controlling this situation. That's why he's still both on the depth chart. Man, Kenny
Uh,
Pickett hasn't even played. So how he gonna
Hey
be?
man,
How he gonna
ha-
be? How
haven't
he gonna
played.
be two
You,
on the
you
track? Yeah,
you can't
he,
tell me he head and shoulders above Shador or Dylan Gabriel when you ain't been out there in the past 3 weeks. It ain't no head and shoulders, dog. If anything, it's a tie or you being surpassed. Come on, B Watts, we know, man. We know
yeah.
what it is, man. Sins of the father, man. They got the young man going through that for the sins of the father, man. But that's the get that, what I'm saying, that's the game that's being played. How much you willing to endure? That's what I'm asking Shador. How much you willing to endure, dog? This your dream. Don't let nobody take that from you. So do your thing, man. Walk your walk. Go through your preparation like you still walking out that tunnel and you the guy day one. A1 day one. But you just gotta make sure you keep it all up there because hey man, one thing I know about the NFL, it's gonna keep going with or without you.
It sure is, bro. It sure is.
Mhm.
On my neighbors saying they don't need Prime. They don't need to do. Them folks
Yep.
still gonna go to them games. I said,
Yep.
yeah. It's been a night they had to let this dude play out, but he's saying they're gonna hold this dude out for a whole year.
Nah, so the one thing, look, I don't follow the Cleveland Browns closely, but one thing I know about Cleveland, they go through quarterbacks. They go through
Yeah,
them by injury or by bad play because their offensive line last year, it wasn't very good. I mean, they were not. They had a lot of injuries and things like that, but they weren't very good. They went through
but
4 or 5
they
quarterbacks
got
last year.
they got six, but they kept
Yeah.
about not letting you do it go out there.
He gonna get his opportunity. By injury, by bad play, he gonna get his opportunity. It's gonna come. He just need to be ready. It may not come to game 10, 12, 13 of the season.
Man, who's gonna be waiting around looking at Cleveland just to see when
That's
Shedeur
not
the
me.
bucket? Not
Not
me.
me.
Not
Not
me.
me.
What's up, Unc? We got Unc in the
Well,
field to talk to me, man. What's going on in Cleveland? What you do, bro? Tell me what's going on behind the scenes. Tell me what's going on behind the scenes, big dog.
Well,
Who know
hey
who,
man,
who
hey
know
man,
who know what's going on, bro? I don't know what's going on.
hey, Cleveland is what Cleveland does, man. This is Cleveland, baby.
It got
What?
to be bigger than Cleveland, bro.
No, it ain't bigger than Cleveland, man. It ain't bigger than Cleveland. Cleveland doing this thing, man. Y'all got to realize where y'all 40 acres and a mule at. Y'all
Okay,
still,
I can't
y'all
let you
still.
come this way.
Hey, no, no, no.
Listen.
Think,
No,
no.
no, no, hear me though. But yeah. Hear me, Unc. It got to be more than just Cleveland, bro.
It's
It
not
got to
more than.
be.
It's not. Right now, what you got to realize this one here. Cleveland just done. It ain't no
God.
Oh,
Cleveland.
hold on.
No,
You can't talk
wait.
dumb.
Wait.
Everybody in the
No,
office are Ivy
wait.
League
No, wait.
education people.
No. What you got to realize is this one here. G. Bush did something last night at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
if you look at it, everything Messy K saying now, she
Yeah,
said
20
back
years
whenever
ago.
she said it back 20 years ago. And G. Bush played her exact words that she said
Yeah.
is this. Messy is messy and it's messy. So what you're going to have to realize is this right here. We're trying to understand ignorance. It's not to be understood. It's sometimes that's why they're losing organization. Ask yourself, why haven't I'll throw this to you. How many quarterbacks has Stefanski had under his helm since he's been in Cleveland? How many quarterbacks?
I
Hold
I
on,
bet
don't
you it's
hold
know.
on.
about 35.
About 40, probably.
It's probably over 40. No. You're laughing, but he has had
Probably,
close to 40
probably about,
quarterbacks during his
probably
5-year
about
tenure.
40.
He
Yeah,
pushed
probably
it
40.
40. He said 40.
Probably
Thank
40.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's been a bit.
So a bit. How many has how many has Baltimore had? How many has Baltimore had within the last 20 years? How many quarterbacks has Baltimore had?
In the
About three.
last 20
About three.
years?
About 3 or 4.
Okay. How many has
Yeah.
Pittsburgh? How many has Pittsburgh had?
2. Nobody but what
Rock,
name was
rock,
Roethlisberger.
Dennis
rock,
Rodman that had two?
And after
Roethlisberger, and
Roethlisberger, they
then
had a couple. But all I'm
Yeah.
saying is, when you have competent leadership, you get competent players. So so this is what they doing to y'all. This is what you got to realize. Check this one out though. This is what I laughed at. Didn't somebody say in 24 hours, I'm gonna stop all the wars? Didn't somebody say in 24 hours that the economy, now I'm just asking, didn't they say the economy was gonna be booming in 24 hours? I could fix it just like that. Didn't somebody say the price of eggs and you're gonna be able to afford houses gonna be just like that? Now they done told you it's a little harder than what I thought it was. I need to y'all don't need to look at the numbers no more. I don't even want to tell you the unemployment numbers. I don't even want to tell you the job numbers. You don't even need to know that no more.
the
You don't even need
numbers
to know that
fake.
more.
They fake these fake numbers. That's what he said.
Hey, the numbers are fake. So all I'm telling you is this here. G. Bush laid it out beautifully. What he told you is this. Incompetent people are selling you 40 acres and a mule, and they want you to believe it until they look onto something that is that they can win with. They got it right now, but what you have to realize is this one here. Stefanski bet everything he have on Dylan Gabriel, and he
Mhm.
also did Kenny Pickett. He is going to ride this horse till J. Edgar Hoover come back with his dress. So all I'm telling you is it's going to be a hot mess, and you can get ready for it. Back to you, B. Watts.
All right, JR, take this out, man, JR. What does Shedeur supposedly to do in his situation? Just sit there and just ride it out for the next. He on a 4-year contract. He supposed to just sit there and just take whatever they gonna do until his 4 years up.
That's the unfortunate situation, B Watts. Like, look, unless Cleveland makes because they are a very stupid organization. So unless Cleveland decides to put Shedeur on the practice squad and make him available to 31 other teams, but I don't think they that dumb. I
Yeah.
don't think they that
Yeah.
dumb.
Y'all said they
So
done.
I mean, they
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
look.
Y'all, y'all said they
Coach
done.
Coach Prime led the charge by saying they're a dysfunctional organization. Of course, I don't want my son to go there. I redline it. You see why?
Yeah.
I mean, he said the truth.
Yeah.
Now that look, a lot of us believe that truth hurt during the draft process. Probably did. Most likely, I think it did. But we seeing the truth played out in front. We seeing bad decisions made year after year, decade after decade, unfortunately for Cleveland. Shout out to any Cleveland Brown fans in the chat, but that's just the truth. So what Shador got to do, B Watts?
Yeah.
But if he want to play in that league, you're gonna have to play ball. Still be yourself, but you're gonna have to play ball and wait your turn, man. So
To-
either two things gonna happen. You either gonna wait it out or that coach gonna get fired. Because Andrew Berry time up too.
Yeah.
Andrew Berry should be throwing up the watch like that too. Because his time getting short.
B Watts and Jr. You're nailing it. This is what I'm gonna put 2 points and I'll just leave it as that. First thing is this one here. I wouldn't allow an incompetent person the opportunity again to select another quarterback with first round picks. Because if you haven't done it in 5 years with over 40 quarterbacks, why would I? That's insane. Keep doing the same thing over and over. That's insanity. So that's the first thing. But for 12, it's easy. The only thing 12 has to do, we can't say it's in God's hand. God told you to be a good worker. So for
Yeah.
12, he got to do what he's supposed to do. All this, what is he going to do? The same thing Kobe Bryant did. Kobe Bryant was in the gym by himself, making them shakes and everything. Work on your game. Your
Hmm.
game speaks for itself. And you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen, B. Watts? When he goes in there with a great attitude and he's working on his game, even when they ain't giving him reps, this is when you stay after practice. This is when you come early to practice because it's all about watching. Because what's happening? uh Shador ain't worried about Cleveland. He worried about the other organizations watching. Other
Exactly.
organizations are getting notes saying, hey, this is what y'all got to realize. Y'all do know Jalen Hurts pick him up in that little cart to take him around. Do you think Philadelphia is happy about the fact that their backup quarterback right now? I can tell you they're not. It's a man in Dallas right now cussing out everybody on his team. He talking about him like a dog, and his name Gerald. His name Gerald. Gerald is talking about his team like a dog, and I can guarantee you this: he's kicking himself because he could have got out of Dak Prescott's contract. He could have traded Micah, and he could have had his future for the Dallas Cowboys right there. Shedeur Sanders with the star on his hat. Daddy led him the way, not his son. What a story for the Dallas Cowboys. He's kicking himself. Who could have promoted that better than Jerry Jones? I got another one for you, B. Watts. We got a man named Matthew Stafford who can't even walk. His back, they're gonna hit him one time, and his season's
Gone.
over with. His season
Gone.
when you got a bad back, you can't, man. When you got a, and Jr. know he physical therapist. When you got a bad back, you can just wake up in the morning and just put your feet on the ground and you're done. I mean, gone.
Gone.
So all I'm saying is this one here. Let me name the teams and I'll educate you. 12, don't open your mouth, put work in. I'm gonna name some teams for you. You think the New Orleans Saints happy about what they got right now?
Mm-mm.
You think the Minnesota Vikings happy with old McCarthy? You think they happy with that? They don't know what they got.
Man.
You know,
Man.
you had a 12 and you had a heck of a season last year, and then you turn around with McCarthy, who handed the ball off 23 consecutive times with the Michigan against Ohio State. Let's go again. Do you think do you think they're really happy with what's going on in Pittsburgh right now? Aaron Rodgers is
Mm-mm.
one play away, and you got that. I got another one for you. Do you think they're happy with the New York Jets with Justin Fields? All I'm telling you guys is just
Optimistic at best.
absolute. Let's go with this one here. Do you think Arizona's going to stay with Kyler Murray?
Oh, hell no. They
I'm
ready
just,
for his little midget behind to hit the bricks. They
I-
ready.
all I'm telling you is the best thing 12 can do. Barry needs to see 12, regardless of what's happening. I'm putting work in. So Barry can go back and say, hey, Stefanski, we listened to everything you had to say. I gave you everything you asked for. They aren't the one. I'm gonna take this kid right here, and we got all these draft picks, and I got my quarterback. Now I'm gonna build an offensive line. I'm gonna get the tackle from Alabama with the first pick. I'm gonna trade the second first round pick, and then I'm gonna get another number one pick for the next year. I'm gonna get a guard, and then my second round, I'll go and get a receiver. I'm telling you, this is how you make a team. Then the next year, you still got 2 first round picks. I'm gonna turn right back around and get me another tackle because the tackle they got right now is not the answer. I saw that Joker got beat like a drum. Now that was the starting tackle. That was the
Hmm.
starting tackle, and he was going against the backups. So what I'm telling you right now, that quarterback ain't gonna stay long because with that tackle that I saw. JJ Watt's brother come across, TJ Watts come across that edge. Oh, he done.
Done.
He done.
Done.
He done. He done. You could put a fork in that. So all I'm saying is this. We shouldn't be up here worried about what Shedeur work on this game because what you got to realize, they're not developing Shedeur. And the only reason he's not playing right now, something is going on. And what I mean, something is going on. Either they're going to trade him or they're looking at it saying, hey, we want to make sure he ain't playing so no one else can see him so we can try to hide him. We to
Hmm.
decide if we're going to put him on the four quarterbacks. They're not going to if they put him on the IR, I love it because that just let me know not only they dumb, they stupid too. So that's back to you, B Watts.
Hey, hey, man, I think that's what they had it for. They keep saying he's back, and every time you turn on a video, he out there jerking and dancing around with a teammate. It's something
Hey,
that going on behind. Something going on behind the scene, man. That don't make no sense. But
well,
my
they
question
could
to
they could do
y'all is,
two things. They could do two things. It could be two things. They could have told him this is what we're gonna do. If you look at it, this is what we're gonna do. They made stuff anyway. I'd still, it's miraculous how Kenny Pickett's still injured. He the
man,
Lamar Jackson of the NFL, and he's still injured. But
Crazy to me.
it's crazy. I've never seen nothing like it. Then you turn around, Dylan ain't never ran nowhere. I ain't no lip people can get hamstring pulls, but that's another story because they're not running that fast. The plane, boss, the plane. But we gonna go again. So let's go there. I didn't get that. Shedeur, now he got a six pack and his obliques messed up. Come on, folks, man. Shedeur ain't got no six pack, man. Stop that mess. Back to y'all, man. I can't.
he said he can't. I can't either, man. Okay, well, check this out. When you look at this dude said the plane. When you look at the competition, was it really a quarterback competition as Kevin Stefanski came out and said before this thing even got started to you all?
It was a quarterback competition for two people. That Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. I don't think they ever even had intentions of starting Dylan Gabriel. I don't think they had intentions. They didn't have any intentions. They wanted Kenny Pickett to be the guy. Be watch you absolutely right about that.
Maybe
But
did.
that hamstring, which
Yeah.
don't seem to get right. Either they got the worst training staff out there, because I don't understand. I don't understand. It's a grade one, and he's still out. So what are you nursing at this point? But uh, it's either hit or there. Kevin Stefanski got up on that podium and he lied. TV competition. He knew it wasn't no competition, man. He knew it wasn't. He coaching for his career. He coaching for his job. You think he gonna put on the line for a rookie? Even though he believed in Dylan Gabriel, he ain't finna put it on the line. You think he gonna put it on the line for Shedeur, a quarterback that he didn't want? He ain't doing that, man. He coaching for a job. So it was always gonna be Joe Flacco. or Kenny Pickett.
But 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 this is where I'm lost. Everybody on here will tell you it's all about wins and losses.
Right.
And what I'm hearing is this here. Kevin Stefanski, see, he's too caught up in the hype. Everybody told him he's the quarterback whisperer. I'm gonna start calling the quarterback killer. Because if you come to him, you as a quarterback, you as good as you. Hey, he the Undertaker. You as good as dead. Rest in peace. That's what you're doing. Because you as good as gone. But if you're looking at it, B Watts, I'm just one of those people like Malcolm told you, man. Y'all been bamboozled. Y'all been hoodwinked. Y'all been led
Wink.
astray. They told you. If you go and look at it, they tell us, they piss in our face and tell us it's rain. They told
Mm-hmm.
us it's a competition. And you know what we did? We went out there, oh man, it's going to be a competition. He's going to have
Mm-hmm.
an opportunity. And then they get, I tell them, if you're going to do me like that, use Vaseline. You don't have to do it like that, man. You just don't have to go, man, use the Vaseline if you're going to screw me. It don't take that. And it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong, man. Don't tell me that. Don't make it do what it do, baby. If you're going to tell Ray we're going to do it, it's going to be competition. It needs to be competition, baby. We need competition. But we're such loving fans. But be watch, the truth is this though, honestly. They had no idea that people supported Shedeur
Right.
Sanders the way they do. They had no idea. And if you
No.
look at it, they're trying to figure a way, how can we just shut them down?
Right.
And
Can't.
that's what they're doing. They're like, it's some people in that place. Let me not say all of Cleveland, because when you work for a chump as far as Stefanski and who's stuck on his ways, the other offensive coaches know. Them quarterback reach them know. They like, man, this boy here can carry us somewhere. This boy here can
Mm-hmm.
carry us somewhere. And they on that, and I can guarantee they on that saying, we should not get rid of this kid. If we get rid of this kid and this kid goes somewhere else and this kid shines, it will destroy our career. And it's going to destroy some people's career, because what people are going to say, you had this dude in your house, you studied him for an entire year at Colorado. You brought
Mhm.
him in your house and you were developing him, and you saw this on tape. You saw his game and you still gave up on him. Oh, why would I hire you? What fool would hire you? So it says a lot. But at the end of the day, I tell people, when you're stuck on it's my way, you're going down your way, Mr. Frank Sinatra. And that's what's going to happen to Stefanski. But Stefanski's going to do this here. When he see the ship going down, he's going to go over to Shedeur. Shedeur's going to do that magic, and the people in Cleveland going to forget about everything else they did. Oh, man, did you see the way they developed him? How you developing somebody when this man don't get no reps and anything else? He's doing it by himself. How
Exactly.
you developing somebody? But he's going to get credit because the goalpost gets moved. Because if that's the case, why wasn't DTR developed?
Mm. Well, he's
I'm
a
just
turtle.
saying. I'm just saying why would he develop? So all I'm saying is this one here. 12, keep your head on the prize and realize this moment is only going to be a testimony for him talking to other people on, even though they did me this way. I kept my eye on the prize. I worked on my game, because what he need to be is like Cash Cleveland. They're gonna call on 12. He ain't gonna have no reps. He ain't gonna have no plays that they done went over with. He's gonna have to know that playbook inside and outside. So when his name is called, he's able to perform, because they're setting him up for failure. Back to you, B Watts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. They don't set him up to failure because, like you said, Steve, he ain't got no rep with the number one offense, and he shocked them. He shocked them when they put him in that game unexpectedly against Carolina, against the number one defense. They number one defense, second defense with that. He played with the third string and went out there and just did his thing. He shocked them. They didn't think this dude could play quarterback like he been playing and practicing with janitors and throwing the ball to people off the street in the trash can and all that. while he was up there in camp, and he went out there and showed them, man, JR, that
Yeah, I look.
he can perform.
I don't. I don't think they didn't know he couldn't play because they'll have to
Not to
be
that
blind.
level, though. Not to that level in the
Nah,
NFL. Ain't no way.
I don't think you scout somebody for a year and
You
not know
just
he
said they
can't
was
play.
incomparable.
Well,
They incomparable because of politics. It's about
yeah,
the best player don't always play.
that's true. That's true.
The best
You're right.
the
You're
best
cooking.
B Watts. You didn't said it. Shedeur, hands down, the best quarterback that they got in that room right now.
Mhm.
But he not gonna play. It's the politics of it. When the owner come out and say, "All right, it wasn't my pick," Andrew Barry putting his arm around him in Charlotte. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you. I stood on the table, but thank you. That's what that conversation was about without even saying it. Stefanski's pick, Dylan Gabriel,
Mhm.
Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco. That's Stefanski. He want those people. So
And
soon as I saw that, look, I'm not gonna say the writing's on the wall, but
mhm.
I know a lie when I see one. Oh, it's an open QB competition. Everybody gonna have opportunity. I've never seen that in the NFL with third and fifth round picks. I've never seen that.
They get
Now,
cut.
do
Hey,
I believe Shador a fifth round pick? Absolutely not. But I've never seen them do that in the NFL.
JR, you are cooking with Crisco. This is what I add on the B Watch. People on the thing, they saying, hey, should Dua ask for a trade? Should he resign? Let me tell y'all something. That's
Yeah.
what they want him to do because it plays into the narrative. You don't have to worry about it. The NFL takes care of everything else. You got other teams that are calling Cleveland right now asking
Yeah.
for a trade. I can guarantee you. Like, I done already went over the teams. The LA Rams should be the first one on the list saying, hey, I got to have somebody because Stafford go down. I got that. What I also is put it this one here. The Philadelphia Eagles should be on that thing making sure because Philadelphia needs to realize and I looked at the Washington Commanders. Oh my God. If Jaden goes down, because this is what I'm telling as a coach, I see a person like 12, and I know if my man goes down, even when I have a quarterback. Look at Joe Burrow. You can just go through it and look at Pittsburgh. You can just go through it. Even Lamar, Baltimore. You need to have a quarterback. Can you imagine if Hurt goes down? Philadelphia ain't winning no championship, but I can guarantee you, if they got 12, the way that boy Barkley runs the ball, play action with Barkley and them receivers that he got, oh, I can guarantee you 12 can take them to the Super Bowl and win it easily with that defense. But you have to put yourself in a position because it's about winning. Cleveland is about Cleveland. Cleveland is
Hmm.
about job security. Cleveland is about we gonna tell you this lie. We go, and what I love about it, what they do is special. They get the Cleveland press. They say, if you guys want access, you're gonna play this narrative, and you better play this narrative to the orange man come to town. You're gonna
Mm.
tell us everything we want to hear when we want to hear it, and Messi K can repeat it. Messi K been repeating this stuff for 20 years, man.
Yeah.
When G Push played that stuff, I say she said the same thing about Shador with this one.
No,
Oh,
dude.
to
Yeah.
learn the plays and to get it down, and it takes time. And this person really has it down, but the other one needs a little time. He needs a little more. I'm like, damn, did they rewind this? But that's what people do when they don't know how to do anything else. They repeat, wash, and rinse. That's all they do. They keep doing the same thing. And all I'm telling you is this one here. Shedeur and his father don't get caught up in this mess. Coach Prime shouldn't say a thing. He don't have to say a thing. Wrong. People see wrong. People
Hmm.
acknowledge wrong. And if Coach Prime go and don't say nothing, because why should he say anything? He know what they're doing. And if you know the game is to be told, not sold. So all I'm telling you, you're telling them what the game is. And what the game is this. I'm gonna let my sons work do everything it needs to do. So when another team looking at it, you don't have to say anything about Coach Prime or Daddy Sanders. The only thing you need to worry about is that's a good young man. His team, and the key is this one here. His teammates love him. So when the
Mm-hmm.
teammates love you, you know what they telling the rest of the league? They got homeboys. I can guarantee you, say, man, they ain't doing him right. Dog, if y'all want to win, this dude can spin a ball. And then Philadelphia, and if you look at it, why you think they didn't let him throw against Philadelphia? Why you think they ain't let him throw against Philadelphia? I guarantee you, Philadelphia probably talking about we'll give you a 5th-round pick for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to accept it. They're not going to, because that's how trifling they are. They're not going to accept it. It's the Cleveland way. We're gonna keep him until we say, and that's fine. But what's going to happen? The fans in Cleveland need to finally wake up. This is what I'm going to do. Uncle Steve will not watch the Cleveland Browns until they do right by 12. And that's that
Yeah.
ceiling. That's that ceiling. Until you do right by me, I will not be watching Cleveland football. And I mean that. I ain't watching nothing. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch ESPN. I'm gonna watch the little ticker. When they say Joe have been knocked out, then they say the plane came and left. The plane is gone. When the love boat is gone, then I'll watch. Then they say a real quarterback is in there. Until then, that show done. Back to you, B. Watts.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I gotta rely on my information from from Twitter.
No, no, B.
Man,
Watts. You
I ain't
said
finna
you a
watch those
Cleveland
Joe
Brown
Flacco,
fan,
bro.
man. Nah, see, he ain't a real fan, y'all. Y'all see how B. Watts is. You said Cleveland, your team, dog. You gotta watch them. I watched the Texans when they was bad a few years ago. I mean, I had to suffer. Go on, suffer through it, B. Watts.
But
Cause
you
we
got a
need
team.
we
But you got
need
a team.
somebody. Yeah, I gotta take. But we
Thank you.
need we need somebody honest eyes. We need B. Watts honest eyes to
When
report
you
back
dealing with
to us.
liars, you leave that alone. Every time B. Watts and G. Bush say something, them guys, this is what a liar does. They done went and told folks, they done went and told folks Dylan game was just as good as Shedeur.
Yeah, you heard a lot too. I heard it too,
I said, I
man.
said, I, s-
Dan
you know,
Orlovsky.
if they said that, and I'm like, I must be Samuel Jackson on Jungle Fever. I must be Gator, and I must be high because you telling me, and I'm talking about Gator do the dance. Gator high as all get up, and you telling Gator you can't convince Gator that this medicine that you just gave him was good because Gator knew good medicine. If he didn't get sky high, he knew good medicine. So all I'm saying is these people telling me, I heard that guy say that, and these the same people telling you that they're subject matter experts, that they know football. They're telling us we shouldn't believe our lying eyes. And I'm telling you, my eyes, they can keep on lying because I'm going to believe my eyes. But what I'm not going to believe is your words. Back to you, B. Wise.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Steve, man. You know, you can't. I still can see. Now I ain't. I'm kind of nearsighted, but still, I see what I see. But
That's
man,
crazy. B. Watson gave up on his team. Season ain't started yet. Golly, B.
hey man,
Watts.
they gave up on my quarterback. Hey, they gave up on my quarterback the season had started, man. You know, they gave up on it when they first drafted him. Shit. But check this out, though. How would they handle this poor quarterback? What you think they're really gonna do? Who the first two? Who gonna be number one, number two? Who gonna be on the practice? Who they may trade? Give me your give me your take on the way this thing gonna turn out when the first game rolls around.
First game roll around. Flacco already obviously named the starter. You're gonna
Right.
have Kenny Pickett as the second quarterback. You're gonna have Dylan Gabriel as the emergency quarterback. And Shedeur gonna be in street clothes with Deshaun Watson, chilling. You're gonna be in street clothes, dog. That's what it's gonna be. They gonna take three. They're
Boy,
gonna
that's
take
some
four
nasty work
quarterbacks,
there. Boy, that's some
four
nasty work
quarterbacks
there, boy.
into the season. They're gonna take four into the season, but they gonna take three. Three gonna dress, and Shador gonna be in street clothes. Watch, watch, B Watts. Their first game. Shedeur gonna be in street clothes.
What? They
Nasty
got
I want
work.
to know. I want to know if Cleveland must John the Baptist must live in Cleveland because who gonna put their healing hands on him? You said the man. You said the man. You said the man hamstring tore up. Now all of a sudden, when the game started, they got John the Baptist. John the
He
Baptist
ready.
and touched his thing, and he healed. So I know Jesus ain't in there with them because they do too much for Jesus. Jesus like I can't deal with this man. Y'all got Jesus will throw the table over for him. But my thing is this one here. I don't understand that now. Joe Flacco's going to be starting quarterback. The number two going to have to be Dylan because you just told us that your man Kenny is hurt. He can't he can't do nothing but the 7-on-7s. So if he turn around, if Kenny Pickett turn around and Kenny Pickett is named the backup quarterback, man, I'm telling you right now, I got to go with the 2016. It's rigged. It's rigged, homeboy. It's fixed. It's
A,
fixed, and
a
the
it's
fix
riot,
is
rigged.
in,
a
man.
riot in the city. A riot in the
Hey,
city
he
need to
ain't
occur,
did no
man.
practice, he ain't did no practice, no preseason, and he coming in at number 2 quarterback.
He gonna be at number
Hey,
two,
hey,
man.
hey.
Yeah.
He go from the tub to the club. I just had never seen it. The NFL got that thing, and you can't get on that field if you coming from that tub. They've always said that, but like I said, man, Cleveland's different, man. Cleveland, when you're so used to losing, and I blame the fans. The fans should, and this is what they mad at Shedeur's fans for. We don't accept it.
Yeah.
The lies that they telling, man, them guys can't believe when they come out there and throw a lie and them people get on there and the good thing about these tweets, you get on there and they start tweeting, man, they get their feelings hurt. They get back on there and they go to tweet back, and then you get 30 more people on their head. Next thing you know, you got 50 people on their head. And you like, God, they don't stop. And these people be like, this is what they said on all their channels. This is what's amazing. You criticize Shedeur Sanders, but you're making money off them. All of their channels are growing.
Yeah.
People are watching their channel.
Yeah.
They said they got over 1 million views. They've never had that. But
Hmm.
you got the audacity. You gonna go back to the old days where y'all used to come in there with a plow, and y'all go in that field. You going back to the old days because the only people gonna be watching Cleveland are the people from Cleveland. Because everybody
Yep.
else, all TV don't work. All TV don't work for that channel. That channel will not be watched. I will not buy
It
no
ain't. It
if
ain't
it
in my
say
region.
Cleveland, I'm
It
not
ain't in my
even
region,
driving.
dog.
I'm not even driving past Cleveland. I'm not giving them $1. I'm not giving them 30 cents. If a
No.
shirt say Cleveland, I'm tearing it up. It's not gonna happen until they do
Mm.
right by 12. I'm done with
Oh,
Cleveland. And those fans should not accept losing for the last 40 years. It's no other organization other than the Dallas Cowboys would accept it. Back to you, B. Watts.
Okay. Now, it was a little controversy going on after the Dylan Gabriel performance on this past weekend. Dylan Gabriel says he's not an entertainer. He's a competitor. Let me get y'all thoughts on that. Many people saying he was throwing shots. Can't wait to hear Steve on this. He was throwing shots at Shedeur Sanders. Let me hear you what you got to say, JR. And then we'll turn it over to Unc Steve.
yeah. Look, man. Dylan was throwing shots at a lot of people, man. He threw a shot at Shedeur. He threw a shot at Coach Prime. He threw a shot at me, B. Watts, Uncle Steve, you, anybody else that covers Shedeur. Unc and Ocho, Cam he was just dog that blanket everybody. He threw a shot at everybody.
Said,
He
born
ain't
out.
hold back, dog. He ain't hold back, man. But look, I don't fault the young man as a competitor. I don't fault the young man as a competitor. Because when I hear these athletes at a podium say, look, I'm just trying to block out the noise. I'm going dark. I ain't looking at no social media. Dog, you looking at the social media, dog. Somebody's showing you the social media, dog. Somebody's showing you, sending it to you. You got people in that don't even know the players that are just at the players about something negative. Let me just say, let me tweet this, retweet him, and re-at him so I can make sure he see it and just keep doing. People do that, man. So when they say I don't see it, I'm just blocking out the noise. They see it, dog. So Dylan Gabriel then saw all of this about Shedeur. And you know what? When they interviewed Dylan Gabriel, it was after the second drive. He was feeling himself. He was 8 for 8 at that time, B Watts.
I
He
know.
he he popping his stuff. He on the sideline. Yeah, dog. Y'all been talking all this Shador. Y'all forgot about Lil Me, the plane. Y'all forgot, baby. I'm him too. He ain't finished the game though. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish the plane. Little man, they couldn't finish, Uncle Steve. But I don't fault the young man for taking a shot. Some people say it's classless, it's unprofessional. That he an athlete fighting for a job like everybody else. So I don't blame him. But if you're gonna do it, you better make sure you stand on business. Cause I don't like the way he folded at the podium after the game. I don't like that.
Well, I'll put it this way. My son was, we had a church function. We were eating at this church function. And what happened was my son was 3 at the time. And his grandfather was holding him, and all the ladies the mothers of the churches, they was over there. And my uh father-in-law asked my son something, and my son told him, "What the hell?" And man, everybody in that whole church, we at that thing started looking around and looking at him, and they started laughing because they know certain things. And I looked at it and I said, and they say, "Well, where did he get that from?" I say, "He got it from him. He didn't heard this before." I say, "He didn't heard it before," and that's just
Yeah.
like Dylan. And this story goes with, it's just like Dylan. Dan Lanning, when they were in that locker room, and everything you want to hear, because Dylan was on the team when they played Shedeur there the first time.
No, he wasn't on that.
He wasn't on that team.
No,
Yeah, he
that was
was the first year. He wasn't on that. Who was the quarterback that the first year that won that year? Who was the quarterback?
Bo Nick. Bo Nick.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Bo
Bo.
Nick.
Okay. Well, regardless, he still played for Oregon though. And
Yeah.
when they refer to coach, they refer to coach as entertainers. So it
Right.
ain't the first time Dan Lanning said that about Colorado. Yeah, I can tell
Right.
you that. It ain't the first time. And then when you go in there, you're gonna have to realize it's some other people with Cleveland. I'll tell you this way: I guarantee you, when he was with those meetings, with, if you see what they did to Shedeur with the draft, I guarantee you, if they did all those secret meetings with Dylan, they probably told Dylan, "We like you because you're what we're looking for. You're a good old boy. It's all about football with you. With him, it's about entertainment. He likes doing this here and there." I guarantee you, somebody on Cleveland's what you call, I guarantee you they said it. They said it too. So you got to realize it's not like he just can't. Dylan mind, his head is big. You know, that happens with the plane. They got pretty good sized heads. That's why they say he got supercomputers, but everything else is small. But you know, my point goes with that is this one here. If you're gonna throw rocks, man, we the king of throwing rocks. I can throw some rocks, and I am not gonna miss that big old head. So all I'm telling you is this one here. Dylan, your game is not tight enough to talk about 12 because he done
Right.
beat you. He done beat you like a rug. He up and down that field. And the only thing that you got going for your side is you got YTI as your advantage. DEI gone. Y'all got YTI now. And because of that, y'all get all of these benefits, and it's only because people feel comfortable with you. That's what they like. And that's what he got going for. So thank goodness that you got an initiative that helps you. You should have a little people initiative, but they don't have that too much because they done got rid of that one too. But with all that being
Mm-hmm.
said, Dylan, stop the foolishness. Because if it's all about you a competitor, compete, chump. Compete. But my thing as a competitor is this, B Watts. When I know I've been beat, I go up to that person and say, "Man, right at this time, man, you didn't got me. But I
Yeah.
promise you, I'm coming." Now, he's not a competitor because competitors go and say, "Man, they can say what you want to. You're ahead of me right now, but I'm coming." That's a competitor. A chump, you know you done got beat, and you still taking the belt and said, "Hey, I'm gonna put it around my waist. I'm gonna raise up my hand." Man, leave me, miss me with that. You do what they've done for hundreds of years. You accept the status quo, and that's because you're a little old. Back to you, B. Watts.
Yeah. See, I'm
Yeah.
I'm petty. I'm
Sometimes
petty,
you could have
man.
called him a little bitch.
I'm petty. Because if I was Shedeur, you finna miss me with that. I'm petty. I would have put out something on my Instagram, a little story or a clip or something. Hey y'all, I'm buying a supercomputer tonight and I'm streaming. Holla at your boy. That's what I would have did. You know what I'm saying? I would have put hey, I just bought a new supercomputer. I'm streaming tonight. Holla at your boy. That's what I would have put after the game. After I heard that comment, I would have got right on my phone. Boom. There you go. Sent
Well,
it.
y'all
And
hell,
we,
but
we would have sat
y'all
up in that
hell,
meeting room on Monday real awkward. Like, yeah, what up, dog? What up? What's good?
dog,
That's just
man.
me though, man.
Let me
Mm.
ask y'all this question. Going forward, we know Joe Flacco starting quarterback. How many games will they give him until they make a change? And what the record will have to be before they go to the QB number 2?
I'm gonna say about 6 games. They're gonna give him about what
What the record have to be?
the record. Oh, the record to have 2-4, something like that. After 6 games, they 2-4. They're gonna be like, yeah, we got to see somebody else. We got to move it along. So I'm gonna say 6 games, record 2-4. They're gonna move it along.
I'm not gonna say that because how fast is Joe Flacco gonna be on the medical tent? I don't see. I'm being serious with you.
I am too, yeah.
Joe Flacco, I don't think he's gonna make it after the Baltimore game. Baltimore coming. Baltimore coming. And that's one
Yeah,
of them
that's
games.
2 games, huh?
Yeah, that's my point. What I'm saying is this with him, B Watts. Once you play them games, it's a guaranteed contract, man. He get his check. You don't take it.
Hmm.
Come on, man. You just want. He's got his retirement. He got all that stuff. He's gonna have his check. He done did what he need to do. And if you look at it, the way they're doing it anyway, they want Kenny Pickett out there anyway. So
Yeah,
they'll come and say Joe Flacco got something going on with his elbow because it's always something that is the worst medical state. If all of these players are getting injured and they're quarterbacks, you ain't got no other team that got quarterbacks getting these kind of injuries. Colorado got receivers, 18, and only one got an injury, and that's with a finger or something like that. And you got a quarterbacks and 3 of the 4.
mm,
Come on, folks. Come on, folks. That you don't hear that. So if that's the case, they need to be fired. What are y'all doing? That's
yeah,
the first thing I would ask, but I'll put it this way. I think he want Kenny Pickett in there because Stefanski wants to show y'all that he is magic, that he can do stuff with people. And all I got to tell you is this one here. The way that, and then I love the way that Eagles end hit Dylan with that left tackle that Cleveland has. I was comfortable with that. Their guards are good, but I'm sorry, man.
Tackles is bad.
Them tackles.
They
When
bad,
I
man.
say I watched that game, I would like that. You knew something was wrong when he's the only starter on the offensive line that they put out there, and they upset with him. And he wasn't happy being out there because that lets the world know why are you on the yellow bus with the little man. So that it's just one person on the little yellow bus. You too big to be on the yellow bus. You especially
he a
with
big
Dylan.
guy.
Yeah,
He a
you
big
with
guy.
Dylan. Yeah, the left tackle 79, and he up for a contract year. How you on the bus with Dylan? That bus don't get he had to lay down. They had to put him in a stretcher to put him in the bus. Dylan could walk right on in the bus because he's the big size. He the big size. But that dude had to get a stretcher and get in there. So I don't get it. It won't be long, B Watch. But being honest, they're gonna go through quarterbacks like Coach Prime go through the pens. It's gonna be quick and fast. Back to you.
Hey yo, hey, hey,
Right,
hey, yo. Oh, you wild, man.
hey, hey,
You wild,
Coach Brian said, I had to learn how to pee all over again, man. Y'all know that was uncomfortable, man.
hey, man. Hey, shout out Coach Brown,
Shout
man.
out to Coach Brian, man. Well, that's nasty work there, Steve. That's nasty work there, big dog. That's
Man.
nasty work, man.
Oh man.
Hey, this my last one for Shedeur, man. We're gonna talk about Colorado for about 10 minutes, then I'm gonna let y'all go. All right. When you, what's that is, man? Check this out, JR. Check this out, JR. Check this out, JR. Why are the Cleveland media so determined to say that Dylan Gabriel performance was better than Shedeur performance in the preseason game? I don't get
I,
that.
I
They
don't
said
know,
don't
man.
count. They said don't count the interception and don't count the fumble.
I, I don't know, man. Like I don't even know how to answer that, man. I hate calling people dumb, but that's just dumb, man. Like what? They acting like people ain't see the game or at least see the clip.
He
Like
wasn't doing that but throwing a check down. And
for Kevin St-
the
for
first
Kevin
12 plays was
Stefanski,
scripted from
for the
what I seen from
media,
the highlights.
I don't get. I expect that from Kevin Stefanski because that's his guy. So when he got up there, he was just like, yeah, got to look at the play again. It was receiver in the wrong area, blah blah blah. He still threw the ball though. The supercomputer,
Mm,
the microprocessor, he still
mm,
messed up.
mm,
So when I hear the media feed into that and say, well, yeah, I mean, this receiver should have been about 12 yards back. He should have bent the route a little bit harder at this angle. And all right, dog. Clearly the receiver was in the wrong area. You out of the pocket. Worst case scenario, you throw it away. If not, just run, get 2 yards. So you mean to tell me you that smart you couldn't process this play is broken. Let me just throw it away. I I don't get it. B Watson, I don't like calling people dumb, man. But that was dumb of the media to back him on that. I expect it from Kevin Stefanski. He ain't my head coach, and I don't expect much from him. I expect him to say that though, because that's his guy. But the media, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Well, this is what I'll say. I'll put this for the people out there in the chat. When it comes to, I'm gonna say this here, and I'll go to the question. When it comes to Coach Prime, I'll put it to people like this here. Ain't nothing but respect and admiration from on my part when it comes to Coach Prime. Period. But what I will tell
oh,
you
yeah.
is this one here: when you
Yeah.
can make hundreds of thousands of dollars off something that you've gone through, that ain't number props right there. and and ain't number respect when it pertains to that. So, some people, let me put it to you this way. Don't get your panties in a twitch. Saturday night, it's a jokes, man. Jokes. Some stuff you just like, Lord have mercy. If
Man,
y'all live y'all
jokes.
if y'all live y'all life like that, then that's on y'all. I'm not worried about it because I'm like my boy who was this is one I like. This the one I like when he was on Barbershop and they would talk about Jesse Jackson. And my man had a little joke on there. So I tell people sometimes don't get in your own way. Don't get in your own way. But let's go back. Let's go back to what's called because this is for Coach Prime and all the rest of them. We are here to support and go from there. But I'm gonna say my jokes and I'm gonna keep it
Oh,
moving. I'm gonna do
yeah.
that. So I'm gonna do that. And you say your joke and we good to go. But on
Yeah.
this one here, when it comes to that, Mr. B. Watts, when it comes to that, now what's your question again?
Why did the Cleveland media try to say that Kenny Pickett's performance in his preseason game was better than Shedeur if you take away the interception and the fumble handoff and the
Easily,
sacks?
because that's what they daddy told them to say. It's the narrative. If you look at it, if you want to have access to the Cleveland Browns, if you notice, Messi gonna say it, they write it down for you, and then they make sure it comes out of your lips. and they're going to make sure all the people that they have, this is all narrative. We need you to repeat it. And that's what they do, because those people are saying we're paid by this here, and if we don't have access with them, we're not going to have Shedeur pretty much, and our numbers will go back to two and three people watching. So you need to repeat what they're saying to keep those two or three people, because everybody else is gone. Everybody else going back to doing what we normally do. We're going back to watch competent football teams. We're getting out of the dysfunctional football teams and we're going to competent. Because if you look
Right.
at it, when was the last sometime Cleveland Browns was on TV? I think that
Mm.
Jameis was on there against the Denver Broncos. And that game, they
Yeah,
threw 4 or 5 interceptions, and Denver came back and won the game. Jameis threw almost 500 yards in that game, and they still lost.
yeah.
And they
I think
still
that was a
lost.
Thursday night game too.
Yep.
So ain't that many people watching it. Yeah,
Ain't that
yeah.
many people
But yeah,
watching.
yeah,
So
yeah.
all I'm saying, we go back to status quo. They want to get rid of the Shedeur fans because the Shedeur fans hold them accountable. And when they say lies, the Shedeur fans come out there and call them out on their lie. So what they want to do, we need to put Shedeur on the shelf because them fans, man, woo, they don't stop. So if we cool him down over here, we trade him, we can go back to the status quo where Stefanski is trying to prove. And this is what I don't understand. How can he be allowed to pick another quarterback and you failed to get one quarterback within your 5-year tenure? And the quarterback that you did have is a franchise quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You can't make this stuff up, man. But they'll shoot you a lie any kind of way.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you believe the lie, you believe the lie. Back to you, B. Watts.
All right, fellas, that's it on Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns situation. Let me get y'all thought what y'all think about Colorado football team so far, whatever y'all done seen. Off media or reach the people.
Yeah, they look, the
They got a
team
lot of
looking good.
injuries. They got a lot of injuries.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of camp. Look, you try to keep people as healthy as possible, but you're out there banging every other day. So you just try to keep them healthy. And now they're in the phase where look, they get ready to game plan for Georgia Tech. So uh players players at this point already know where they are. Natural progression has already taken place. The guy that's just a little bit more athletic or understands the situation a little bit more than you, they probably in front of you on the depth chart. It is what it is. Whether you the superstar freshman or you the grad transfer, it is what it is. So now people can just start accepting their roles. Because when you still fighting for something, it's hard for you to accept. Like, I think I still got a chance. Some may have already accepted the possibility of like, yeah, I'm not gonna start. That's cool. I'm not in the too deep. That's cool. Let me just be a good teammate to the rest of the team so I can, you know, uh continue to move forward and help us get wins. Because on the white line, sure, first team guys that get all the credit and stuff like that. But it's the guys in the practice squad. It's the guys that's, not in the too deep, but they're also contributing to the team in an extreme amount of success. And I think that's what it's about at this point. Guys accepting their role to know this is where I'm at. All right, cool. We can go forward and I can either fight to get that guy spot or I'm gonna accept reality and be like, all right, it is what it is. I wait my turn, whether it be bad play, injury, or whatever. Because you'll get on the field. You heard what the GM say 61% of the scout team played last year. And that's with a Heisman Trophy. That's with a quarterback like Shedeur. That's with 3 receivers that got drafted. So you're going to have the opportunity to get on the field. Make the most of the opportunity. I think that's where the team at right now. And they just ready to get to Georgia Tech and get them in Folsom Field.
Well, I like what I see. I like what I see. And what I'm telling people, let's put it this way. At CU is one place I can say starting means absolutely nothing. Because if you looked at the offensive line last year, just because they say they started, they didn't end up starting. Running back, they didn't end up starting. The ones who did their thing was receivers. because they really put some stuff in. Coach Phillips has it this year. Coach Phillips, I trust Coach Phillips. When he says 8 to 11, he means
Yeah,
that. He
right.
means that. But the problem you have now, just like Uncle Neely will tell you, bruh, you ain't gonna see the same receivers that's gonna be the one. Like, you gonna turn around and it's gonna be man every other week. You're gonna like, dog, this dude Harge was this week, JoJo was this week. The other boy, sometimes he's 9, he running the 4.3, 6.5, sincere. So all I'm saying is this one, and then you already know O gonna have 2 games where he get 200 yards. You already know he going to, because that's what he's done every year. So all I'm saying is this one here. What I'm seeing is this, B Watts. I see some people right now that aren't truly focused when it comes to Colorado. And people like, well, what you mean by that? They should never, Coach Phillips should never be saying, O needs to be more consistent in practice. Now, we've heard that for 3 years. 3 years.
Yep.
It's about
I,
practice. O
I heard
gets
that today.
Yeah, he said it today, and this is 3 years in a row. And everything when they say pertaining to O is in practice. He maybe he just don't get up for practice like everybody else does, but you can't. But you're not going to be playing and see you doing that. But when O gets in the game, man, the lights comes on for that kid. But what that kid needs to realize, you got to have lights on in practice too, because certain coaches don't let you play on that Saturday or Sunday if you're not doing it in practice. That's the difference between franchise players and good players. It's about doing it on both. So what I'm saying, and it ain't just, oh, let's go here. You're gonna also see it when it comes to that offensive line. That offensive line is competitive, man. You got some young men in there that have gone and said, I want to start. But what they realize, they're going to play 8 to 10. They're going to play eight people on that offensive line. 8. I can see 8 easily are going to be rotating. Maybe 9 that are going to be rotating. The next group you got to look at is that defensive line. And the Temptations, we came to see Otis. I'm still a little disappointed.
Man, what you talking
I,
about, man?
I, I'm
He got to be
disappointed.
the lazy one of all.
I, I, oh,
What you think, JL? Of like Otis?
Ain't nobody here to see Otis, man. They look, man. I ain't checking for Otis, dog. I don't care. Otis in the same barn situation. Look.
yeah,
I ain't looking for that, dog. He ain't ready for it. Go ahead.
yeah. And my point with Otis is this: y'all done went and fed that man steak. You done gave that man that nice house. You done put that man in the mountains up there in that nice clean air. And it all goes with, sometimes you just got to get them Alabama boys. You got to give them some sardines and crackers, man. The Vienna sausages are real. They need to be hungry. Sometimes you got to be hungry, man, because it gets to a point. You done got paid and laid. Man, you got to produce. You got to produce.
Yeah.
You got to feed your family. And what I'm embarrassed, what I'm upset about is this one here, and I mean this, and I mean it from my heart. Why is it that these freshmen and Jordan Seaton them are leading these teams with all of these veteran players? That defense should be leading. Now, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Arden Walker, because I got the up. When I say Arden Walker, homeboy, I see Arden Walker exploding. But I need to see more. I need to see more than Arden Walker. And my boy, you can say what you want to. Carter Stoudemire gonna have a big year too. I can see it, that boy. I can see it clearly. Carter Stoudemire is
Big
gonna have a
boy.
big year.
I hope so.
And this is what I'm saying. B Watts, don't you say nothing after he do. Cause I'm not looking for you. You can go stick with whoever you was over there with. Cause just like you do, stay on your side. But Carter Stoudemire is going to have a big year. But
I hope so.
my point being is this one here, B Watts. I like what I see. I see a winning team, but in order for them to be a championship team, they need to clean up a little bit more on why we here. What's our why? Everybody needs
Hmm.
to buy into, we're here for a magical season, because this is what I'm thinking. They're going to have a season like Liberty had. This could be a magical season. They could have a 10 or 12 win season this year if everything goes the way it's supposed to. I look forward to it. I truly do. So I got to get my bet in real soon so that I can get paid for the third year in a row. Back to you, B. Wise.
Oh, well, that's how you go. But like I said, they looking good, man. I'm kind of concerned about the injuries they got, man. They got a lot of them, man. Heard Coach Prime said something, got a lot of folk injured. I said, man, got a game in 2 more weeks, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's
Especially
depending
Zach.
on.
I'm talking about Zach Tristler, the right
Yeah,
guard. He injured, man. Tyler Brown got a big old cast on his arm.
But he wasn't gonna play.
Tyler
Tyler
Hayes
Brown
got a
wasn't gonna
big old
play.
cast on his
but
arm.
don't do him like that. Oh God,
No, no, no. I'm not.
Tyler
I'm not.
Brown
No,
now.
no, no. I'm not. I'm not trying to throw none of that. Hear me. Hear what I'm just going on facts. Tyler
Yeah,
Brown
I
is not
know.
getting past. He is not getting past Hill and Chrysler. That
Yeah,
is not
no,
gonna
for real.
happen.
No, I was
He,
just saying about who injured. I wasn't talking
Yeah,
about even no star. He gonna be big. You know,
yeah.
we
he
know
would
he's
have
gonna be
been.
an
He
engineer. He
would have
ain't
been
gonna
the
be no
key.
NFL
He
player.
he gonna be. He was gonna be key to the scout team, man.
Yeah,
I mean
Absolutely.
yeah,
that.
And
yeah,
you need that.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
need
Yeah,
that. And you need that.
he
You
yeah,
ain't that
need
now.
that. He's a veteran. He can help the well, he's great for the young players who are not going to be
Mm-hmm.
playing and who's going to be sitting over there sometimes pouting. Young man, you're going to get your chance. And when you get your chance, you instead of y'all pouting, you need to be like Cash. When Cash got his chance, it wasn't no pouting. Cash out there calling plays out. Cash out there doing stuff, doing his thing. So instead of people looking at and stop with all this who's starting, ask yourself, am I ready when my name is called? That's what you should be
That's all that
prepared
matter.
for.
Yep.
Because what's going to happen, I promise you, if you heard Phillips, Quick Six, and Quentin and Q Jr., hey, Farrakhan X, homeboy, third game of the season, them boys gonna be putting big time in after the third game of the season. He already is telling you those guys are coming along very well, and by the third game, you're gonna see those guys out there performing. So what that tells me is this, B Watts, the people who are in front of them, they just barely are in front of them. Because when the
Mm-hmm.
Coach Phillips is one coach that I don't, you ain't never heard Coach Phillips come out there and say something. You're like, oh, that ain't true. If he said it, I believe it. If he tell you something like that, because he got people in the NFL. He got a Heisman Trophy winner. He got Weaver in the NFL. He got Horn in the NFL. He got LaJonte in the NFL and Travis. So what else we need to say? And Sincere Brown and O gonna be in the NFL if they do what they supposed to do. So
yeah.
so with his record, and that ain't counting. If you're looking at it, I'm being honest with you, he got a whole lot more. He got four more that's going to the NFL, but they too young. They will
Mm-hmm.
be in the NFL by the time it's their junior senior year. So back to you, B.Y. I Colorado gonna be funny, man. And this is where the
I'm with
funny part go out. If
I'm
you
with you, Big
notice
Dog.
it, if you notice it, B Watts, this is the funny part. This year they're gonna run the ball. Next year, it's gonna be the run and shoot. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you look at all of them saying, JoJo done already told you, my best friend is Juju. We
Oh
we
yeah,
we,
yeah.
we know it, we know each other just like this. JoJo brilliant boy. JoJo know. Next year, Juju gonna feed him like them boys know it's gonna be the run and shoot with Juju. Back
Mm-hmm.
to you, B.Y.
Yeah, yeah. Juju now came along too. I like the development. They don't develop them too. That's a good thing. I look for him. He playing about 4 or 5 games this year too. But when you look at the defensive back, who's gonna be that opposite side defensive cornerback of DJ McKinney? I know they got a lot to choose from. About 4 of them back there battling for it, but who's really gonna be that one? That's what I want to know.
I
With
gotta
your
go with
pressing
number
hard to be in
nine.
that middle.
I gotta go with number nine. I think it's gonna be that dude Davis. I think it's gonna
They,
be him. I think he done edged them out at the end. At the end, because he came from a long way. He came from third team, and then he was getting some second team reps, and then now all of a sudden he getting first team reps. He didn't came a long way. You came that far. I think the job may be yours. I think it may be yours, man. So I think it'll be the young man Davis, number nine.
Be watched. I agree with JR, but the problem is this: if you notice anything about Coach Prime, they're going to be rotating them because somebody get beat, they're rotating. The only
Hmm.
ones that ain't gonna get rotated is Hodge and McKinney. But that other person, that Coach Prime them just do that, man. His expectations when it come to them corners, you do something bonehead over there, you better make sure you in that play because Coach Prime really looks at them DBs. And then when you look at the DB coach over there, Coach Mathis don't play, man. Coach Mathis was a mad dog. He was a junkyard dog when he played. He wasn't highly drafted. He came from them universities where he had to fight for everything. I had to fight for everything I got. He's one of them type dudes, and he means it. So all I'm saying is this one here. I could care less who start because that person who starts over there, they might not finish because what's happening, the competition is so good on that side. They're gonna get nicked. You already know they're gonna get nicked because they're gonna come up and Coach Mathis wants you to be physical. You're gonna have to come up and hit. So
Hmm.
somebody's gonna get nicked. You're gonna get replaced with that or injury. And then you also have to look if your play goes down any. Coach Prime ain't holding back. Coach Prime putting you on that bench. And he was just like, with Stoudemire, that other boy that they had their freshman year. And what I like about Coach Prime will put a freshman out there as long as they playing. And I
Hmm.
look for that boy from Wyoming to come over there and play. I look for Parks. They're going to get a lot of people playing. You just don't get caught up on who's starting because the only two people they're not pulling is McKinney and Hodge because Coach Prime looking at McKinney as a high draft pick because that's going to be great for recruiting and everything else for CU. You got to put something in McKinney to say, hey, McKinney, you could be the skyrocket for everybody else as far as coming to see you and going from there because they're getting really good DBs. But if McKinney go draft high, what that happened for the recruits? Who you don't think they flipping some people? McKinney go first round. You don't think they flipping? If
They
they see
going
McKinney, if they
up.
see McKinney in the first three games then this is what I want from McKinney. Why can't he play like he played against Oklahoma State? Man, that game against Oklahoma, that was personal. That was
Right.
personal. And,
Yeah,
and
that's where
he
he came from.
and if he played like that, he would be a top 20 pick. Back to
Mm.
you, B Watch.
All right. Want to thank J.A., my dog, 1999 Super Chat. Nice show. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate everybody who's tuning in right now. You're watching Sports Talk with JR Boxing and the legendary himself, Uncle Steve. Last question. We're going to be out of here, fellas. Last one. Who's going to win the Georgia Tech game and give me a prediction of your score?
I got CU winning the game, man. I got it 27-17 CU. Um, a little bit closer outcome than probably a lot of people would like, but I got it 27-17, 10 point win.
Mm.
I, I, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see. It's gonna be 30 to. I'm gonna go 30 to 30-24. 30-24. And the reason I'm going 30 to 24 CU is because of this one here. I got a funny feeling they're gonna do some man in there, and they shouldn't, because if you do man the way they run that ball with Georgia Tech, they gonna give up some plays that they wouldn't have done if they'd have just stuck with zone. Force
And I hope they
him.
don't go. I hope they don't go man to man, Steve.
That's my point. That's my
Oh,
point.
but they ain't got no wide receivers.
That's sir. We're both talking the same thing. I want you to force Georgia Tech to go 8 and 10 play drives because if they do, they're going to make a mistake. It provides you an opportunity to get one mistake, you get the ball, or turnover, fumble, or something like that. You'll get more balls. But what you don't want to do is give up explosive plays and then go from there on third downs and stuff like that. And the next thing, I hope CU don't bring out Finisette. I love him. He's a great guy. He's good for
Yeah.
TV, but I do not want to see Finisette starting the game. I don't want the third year in a row we doing the YTI experience, and I'm just not for it. I'm not for it. Put them brothers out there, just like when you see them brothers with them snow bunnies. Put the brothers out there because you know what they're gonna do. Let's not switch nothing. Back to you, B Wise.
Yeah, Coach Brown, he started out those first two games with a I
Oh,
said, man,
man.
what he doing, bro? What he doing, man? You know? Oh man. But I think we're going. I got 34-10, 34-17. Yeah. See you. I just don't want Coach Prime starting off trying to honor. He do that, bro. He don't did it. He done did it for 2 years. Yeah. He done did it for 2 years, big dog. He loved the white folks for some reason, boy. I understand about that money. Yeah. He got to do it, man. I understand he trying to give him a chance because he think he can cover up because he got more talent. But, bro, this ain't the year to be doing that. It just ain't, man. Just ain't. He did
Nah,
2 years
man.
in a row, man.
Ben ain't gonna be out there,
Hey,
man. Ben
hey,
accepted that role
hey,
as a special teams
hey,
guy,
JR,
man.
Unc Steve,
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, we waiting on Case Austin. Hey, we waiting on Case Austin. And guess who gonna be the quarterback starting out the first season? Star. Yeah. They love him.
Hey,
They love him. Go Prime love him.
if I
Hey, you see
see
that move?
16
Hey,
walk out there, I'm turning the
hey,
game off,
hey.
man.
We looking at man, what happened to Case Austin? Man, 16 out there. You see that move Star
Hey,
put on today? Yesterday? Star ran that thing bucket saying, yeah. Coach Prime. Coach Prime will throw one out there for you, boy.
nah,
Once
man.
again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Sports Talk with BY on this Tuesday night. The best show ever you want to see on Tuesday night. JR Boxing and Uncle Steve. Hey, the #1 chat, y'all represented again on a Tuesday night. See y'all tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to try to get Uncle Steve to join me tomorrow on a Wednesday. I'm going to call him and text him, see if he can join me. Him and JR. We're going to run
Blow
a
up his
double shift.
phone.
Say what?
I said, blow his phone up.
Yeah, we doing a special. Hey, he told me last year, I don't do special. We're going to do a special. Hey, chat, we doing a special tomorrow night with Uncle Steve and JR. They going to join me at the 8:30 hour. I ain't going to keep them on hour. 8:30 hour, all right? Give me your last word, JR, and then Uncle Steve will lead us off.
Hey man, so BY salute again, man. Always curating the spot, man. It's always good chopping it up with you and Uncle Steve, man. Shout out. At one point, I looked down at my tablet, man, and it was over 570 people in the chat, man. So shout out to the chat, man. The chat be popping. I be
Oh,
catching
no, you
some
ain't
of
gonna
them.
keep it like that, big dog. We the 620, big dog.
Oh, 620.
620.
I'm just saying when
620.
I look. But hey, shout out to the
Okay.
620. Shout out to the
Yeah,
620,
it's too
man.
nice,
Hey.
Steve. It's Steve night. You know they come here, Steve and
Shout
you.
out
They
to
don't
the
come
shout
here,
out to
me.
the 620, man. Keeping it real, man. Keeping it live in that chat, man. Salute to everybody, man. Stay blessed. Stay stress free, man. For real.
No,
Live your
I
life.
mean 720. It was 720. 720.
720. See, even you undercutting
No,
yourself.
I captured it. I captured it on my phone.
Well,
Yeah, she said I seen 719. It was 720. It got 720. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
well, no, don't be. What that lets you know is this one here. You and JR have done an outstanding job. Y'all have gotten on here. You let people feel like, hey, they're comfortable. It's a good place to be. I tell people don't take stuff too seriously because with it, we want to be lighthearted. Everybody don't want to get on here being, too tight and all this stuff because that ain't me. That's never gonna be me. I'm never gonna do that. I'm gonna be me until the wheels fall off, and we just go from there. But this is a good place. You, B Watts and Jr. Y'all do a fantastic job. I think even when I watch y'all on other days, I really enjoy it because people understand that you guys truly are providing them information that can help because what we don't want to do is this one here. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the lies. People tell you what they think you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you stuff that I believe and I believe to my core. And that's how I am. I just say, hey, this is what I believe. But with that being said, y'all have a good night. And when you have a good night, understand this. Say something nice to the person you beside because I'm getting ready to give my baby a nothing but cake and I'm gonna do me some Haagen-Dazs pineapple ice cream because that's what I do. And I'm gonna lay it
Lord,
down.
sound good.
Yep.
Yeah, that what? I
Give
hear
her
you,
some
big dog.
Yeah, that sounds like a good combination. So good night to y'all. Be blessed. And be watch. It's always a pleasure, sir. Have a go.
Appreciate y'all, fellas. See y'all tomorrow night at 8:30. Appreciate you.
Do it, homie, it can't be done.
Right there. Him.
I've been chasing these dreams, falling down my team. I make bread while I sleep. I don't stress, I just breathe. Being broke ain't my thing.